This episode of the Snare Battle intends to address the question of, does the finish on the outside of the shell really make all that much of a difference? Here we have two Ludwig snares, and I actually have a third one down here that is a third option. And all three of these drums have the same shell, 1.2 millimeter spun brass shell. They all have die cast tubes. These two are a different color. One's brass, one's a copper, but it's the same die cast tube. They have the same throws, the same heads. They are really straight from the factory, identical drums with one exception. This is a matte, I believe this is an anodized finish on the Ludwig Hot Rod, and it is a beautiful drum, and I've already done a Snare Battle video with it. Here we have the traditional Black Beauty black nickel over brass, and then this is a special edition Polar-phonic. These were made by Ludwig exclusively for Guitar Center, and I think this is just a beautiful drum, and it is a white enamel on it, I have read. And so you have the plating, black nickel, you have enamel, and then you have an anodized type finish available. When people see my drum collection, they ask me, why do you have three drums that are all the same size and same shell and all of that? And the answer to that is there really is a difference. That thin coating on that shell, to my ear, makes a heck of a difference. So I'm going to fire these up. I've tuned them identically. They have the same heads, top and bottom. Each head I've used my drum dial to tension equally across. I've done my best to feel the snares and make sure that they're equally tight. And so I'm going to play them for you for a little bit, and you'll, I'm pretty sure, be able to hear the difference. It has always amazed me. Anyway, let's get them going, and I'll be back in a little bit after I play to tell you how I use them, what I think of them, what I hear in person. The brass on brass plated drum, the black nickel drum, is darker. If it didn't come through clear on the video, it is in person. It's definitely noticeable. I'm not saying it's an amazingly darker drum, but there is a difference. I can hear it. The enamel drum, no surprise, rings, and it's just a little bit more. When I hit a single stroke note, I can hear this one. It decays much slower than the plated drum. Other than that, they feel the same to play them. They feel equally tuning-wise. I feel like the snares on this painted drum are just maybe a little bit muddier. These maybe are a little crisper, and that could be that I have a minor difference in the snare tuning. Anyway, other than that, they are both fantastic drums. I tend to find that I like to play the painted drum more outdoors, more in a live situation outdoors. And the brass on brass drum is an indoor drum with a medium to large size hull is how I kind of use them. And again, you can't go wrong with either one. I know I say that a lot, but they're both great snares. The Black Beauty Brass on Brass edition is about $100 to $150 more. This is about $1,000 to $1,050. I've seen them. This drum I believe is $8.99, and of course if you trade something in at Guitar Center you get 10% off of that. But anyway, they're fantastic snares. I love them both, and I hope the video was informative and you enjoyed it. All my best.